So definitely a lot of hype has been going on so far.
Did you say 78?
Oh yeah, 78 players.
Yeah, and we got two on screen right now. Kazu and Uyeshota are going straight into their match, getting it started, and Kazu is keeping up the speed and really putting the screws on Uye right now. But right now it looks like they're both going to have a pretty solid zone. AT Lights coming from Kazu. We had a pretty fair deal of efficiency on the way up, leading us to 60 seconds attack.
Oh my god.
And a kill already. A minute and 28 seconds to the match, and we only covered about 20 seconds.
Yeah, we just jumped right into it. Caught me off guard. I didn't even know that we were starting this match.
Yeah, sorry to have solo commentated that. I just needed to.
It's all good. All right. Now,
snap back to reality.
We got our TEC stacking coming in right here.
Oh my god, it's 6-3-6-3.
What a guy. Oh my god, Kazu's so high on the board, setting up, forecasting all these wonderful T-spins here.
Yeah,
and I think Uyeshota, focusing more on filling up that zone meter, has the advantage there, already getting to
I'm liking the combo damage we're seeing from the Shota side. It's good stuff. And Kazu, getting the mini T. Oh, Kazu's like, I'm only doing T-spins on the way up here. I don't even know what a line clear looks like.
Yeah, Kazu definitely taking the more efficient route, while Uyeshota was just trying to push out that distance faster.
Oh, he can make the 20! Holy
yeah,
shit.
both players getting ultimatrices. About a 1 difference in attack there, so both players really cranking out in that zone. 66 for Kazu, 65 for Uyeshota. Only taking a couple lines of garbage, but now Uyeshota pushing Kazu a little bit up as we get out of this zone.
Yeah. Shouts out to Kazu, the young god, I believe the.
All right, and now we got our statistics back on screen. The entire time we've been talking, over 2 PPS for both players, 120 APM.
Yo, I like these. Holy
yeah,
shit.
just want to give a shout out to Nuke Explosions for programming these overlays again for us. They've been working with PK for as long as I can remember, and they make a lot of magic.
Kazu's just focusing on getting the lines cleared while in the zone. Not too much efficacy in the play. Yeah. So, I don't know, I think that Uyeshota had a little bit more control with the zone going on, but honestly, the story of control is not, so easily told.
Yeah, absolutely. We just saw Uyeshota take a little bit more of a defensive zone right there, taking that time to downstack, and this misdrop's a little bit rough, especially with Kazu, no garbage on the board, mounting up that pressure. LST stacking is starting over there.
Yeah, we're in phase 3, so like all the garbage that Uyeshota has is completely unworkable. Like really just trying to find out an efficient downstack, and it's not going to be enough. This is going to be a big attack, and unless the downstack combo comes in with a fair deal of counter damage, it might just be it for Uyeshota for round 2. But we're going to see a little bit more, a little bit of delay on the.
Let's say, yeah, good call to take that T-spin, allowed them to use that line clear to keep on downstacking there. Another charge to the zone meter a little bit, extrapolating their survival, but at this point, like game over, and looked like Kazu was trying to tuck an eyepiece under for that TST tower. Might have been a misdrop there, but I was focused on Uyeshota's survival.
That would have been where Uyeshota should have just gone crazy on getting some damage.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was a little bit too late.
Oh, we get the PC start from Kazu, looking extra clean. Now we get ourselves a nice T-shaped hole.
Yeah, this is rough on Uyeshota's side. Definitely not anticipating that spike of garbage coming
out the garbage well right now. Let's get to it. There it is.
Alright, nice. Now Uyeshota is looking in a fine situation. They have all this clean garbage, charging up that zone meter to max. Kazu there as well, popping it immediately.
Yeah, this is definitely a stabilization point for the match. Good to see both players, correcting the tiny mistakes they made earlier on. And
yep, quick 63 ulti coming in. Uyeshota looking for that IRS, only getting a 19, accepting a lot of garbage. Luckily, it's coming.
54 damage, so not much was counteracted. I gotta wonder, this person who's very familiar with competitive gaming, I know how heated people can get, I know how rivalries can start, but I also know that Kazu's very, keeps to himself, doesn't really show their face for a good reason, and I'm just wondering, does Kazu go on Japanese version of Twitter and just talk mad crud about Uyeshota and company? I beat you! My team's spinning so much better! Get out of here!
From what I've seen, Kazu's actually a pretty wholesome person, so
yeah,
I
that's what I'm thinking. I'm just thinking, everybody's got a dark side, and competition can bring that out.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the only thing like evil about Kazu is just how good this efficiency is. Like 140 APM they're keeping right here.
Hey, nobody ever got mad at Titanium for being unbreakable. You know what I mean?
True.
Those are sage words. Okay, that's what you get from a guy who's 26 years old. You also get weird misdrops from a guy who's however old Uyeshota is.
I'm not actually sure. But what I am sure about is they've been keeping up on this downstack train, getting this color clear here, so they're doing pretty good. Maintaining a decent amount of APM as well. Now it's like getting to kind of a sluggish point in the match, and I say that as we're stacking up a 4-wide here.
Oh baby, and this is a really good point to be doing it because Kazu's gonna pop the zone, allowing himself to get a fair amount of damage sent over, but Uyeshota's gonna be able to tank it just as long as the 4-wide is good. And it is. We get to half a zone. That damage is a little unfavorable, I would say.
Yeah, that did buy them a lot of time to, it looks like, survive this attack, but Kazu noticed it. Unfortunately, the misdrop up there, so combo would be cut short of what it could have been, but building up a 4-wide of their own, and with this advantage and pressure right here, it might not matter that misdrop happened, and it would cut the prospects of short. But Uyeshota came in.
Uyeshota with the 4-wide kind of like fumbled a little bit. The bag was not secured.
Yeah, but yeah, they had a tough time kind of continuing that combo, but Uyeshota fired off a zone. They are now okay.
I'm loving these T-spins from Uyeshota's side. They're like really just kind of out of nowhere, kind of like freestyle, just spur of the moment, and just the amount of like counterattack damage that you need in order to.
I mean, yeah, keeping up this like damage to cancel as much as possible on Uyeshota's side is really important when Kazu's in the advantage, and they're mostly.
We're in another 4-wide scenario. Not going to try and access that bottom line just because like it wouldn't be good. Ooh, we're able to get all the way to the bottom. Shouts out to Uyeshota.
That's stuff from
that is
Uyeshota right there.
Sexy.
That 4-wide is so great because even though the combo table is lowered, you can still cancel off a lot of garbage with it, and you're charging your zone meter at the same time. So that's what Uyeshota is looking for when he's building those up. Meanwhile, Kazu looks like they're misdropping a couple of freestyle TSTs here, but able to quickly go through that. They pop their zone.
It's interesting to see the the oft-hated mechanic that's known for being so evil and give me a free win can also be used in a game where it's not so much as that, but it's also not evil and don't give me a free loss.
Yeah. 4-wide is not like the evil tool.
Wow, and Uyeshota takes the round.
It's not necessarily an evil tool, but it's been allowing Uyeshota to survive so well. I think we're going to be seeing some more Ren gaming from Uyeshota coming up. Really worked out well for them. Allowed them to survive a lot of tough situations where if they were stacking for T-spins,
we're going for the perfect cleared star. That is great for Uyeshota, and that is some awful phase 1 garbage. What the hell?
Yeah, looks like
it was pretty
kind of like a rough life right now. But might just be even better here for Uyeshota's side. Has some misdrops to work through early, but
manages to make a T-spin work. Got a combo down. Almost was able to combo down into the well. Pretty good stuff. Yeah. To me, it's like I think ideally what you would want from like a perfectly designed multiplayer Tetris game would be like to make it so 4-widing isn't like something you do to win, but it's like something that every player should be doing a little bit in every match to like acumen the play. So like seeing it used here in like a defensive style is like really cool.
Yeah,
we're getting a TSC tower. Ooh.
Oh yes, good stuff there from Uyeshota. Just really trying to exert as much pressure as possible when this garbage is clean, when they have more flexibility with what they can do. Now trying to move down, desperately trying to get to this garbage, popping zone just to make sure that Kazu isn't going to be staying.
That was a super speed zone from Uyeshota, and unfortunately Kazu has a lot more time to think, a lot more zone to work with, a lot more like their own stack to play around
and
with.
Speaking of 4-wide, Uyeshota already preparing one into this phase 3 situation.
This is awesome. Again, like I love it when I love seeing a 4-wide.
Yeah, that was also a great combo extension for Uyeshota, really taking the smarter rotations to extract like that combo by I believe an extra 2 or 3, starting to cancel off a bit more of that damage.
And the zone deficit isn't even bad right now for Uyi. It's like only a half zone behind. Like you're definitely a little higher up on the stack, but like If you could just keep. Oh, but if you do a little misdrop
yeah.
like that, things could go a little sour.
It's gonna be rough because they just have to use that zone to go through, and if Uyeshota is gonna want to take more rounds like that, it certainly is possible from what we've seen with their defense. They're just gonna need to keep up the stability, and it's just not happening right now.
Yeah, and Kazu's able to use a full meter while Uyeshota has kept having to burn smaller and smaller amounts of it. We just saw a single meter pop from Kazu, and yeah, you can just tell like Kazu's trying to figure something out over on their side, but can't really make the pieces come together.
Kazu's just been looking for enough pressure to kill you. Just see this difference in APM. Eventually, it was gonna happen, but it just wasn't going to happen quick enough, I think, for their liking. Uyeshota probably had better survival prospects, you know, if there were no misdrops going on. But we've been really seeing how they're using this 4-wide. You know, you think of it normally as an offensive tool, sort of, but it's really just truly for defensive usage in Tetris Effect.
Yeah.
Oh, those misdrops on Kazu's side, unfortunately misestimating like many inputs, giving a second
crap edge.
Second round to Uyeshota. Score's looking awfully close right now. I think we have, correct me if I'm wrong, 1st to 7 in this winners finals match.
Oh yeah, we're here all day. We're here forever.
Yeah, so it's 1st to 5, Elson top 8.
And we hit the perfect clear from Uyeshota. Oh, gonna have to counteract that damage pretty quick on Kazu's side. You can tell that Kazu's well aware of it, opting not to go for T-spins because it just wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, but
opting not to go for T-spins. That is such a crazy concept.
Yeah.
Ooh, we get the weirdo spin, which I forget the name of.
I think that would be it, but yeah, nice eyepiece rotation at 20, and then building another one. Unfortunately, misdropping it.
Yeah, and Uye's, you know, naturally behind on the zone damage deficit, but what are you gonna do against Kazu, you know?
But yeah, the thing right here is we have Uye with the APM advantage, I think for the first time in the set, holding it here throughout the middle of phase 2 by over 10 attacks a minute.
I'm liking that T-spin triple just out of nowhere in there.
Yeah, in these setups here coming from Uyeshota are why they have the advantage right now.
This is a pretty nice. Ooh,
another misdrop right there. This one isn't too bad to fix, as you can see they got something right here, but they're burning their zone for it, man. And and those misdrops at the end.
You can tell that JP's just did not go to the right spot.
What's wild about this is how Uyeshota's holding like dead even in these rounds. It's honestly coming down to misdrops for most of these games that we've seen played so far.
Yeah, it sucks because like the fighting game matter of fact mindset pops in the back of my brain where I'm just like, well, you don't do misdrops, that makes you the better player, unfortunately.
Yeah, it just you know, it just like is how it is. Like at this point with this level, it's probably coming down to stability, especially with how Uyeshota is demonstrating some great survival tonight in this tournament.
Kazu is getting so lucky with the junk right now. I think this is karma, you know?
Yeah, like, possibly.
With how screwed he got that one around.
Like that, like there's one round where Kazu's getting like screwed by the trash.
47. Oh, weirdo misdrops. Oh, we got holes. And Kazu's is probably looking at a big, meaty, friggin' 20 lines. Uyeshota's got to try and counteract that with
all on quarter meter.
What's gonna do?
Yeah, this is gonna be rough. They do. It's manageable, but it's gonna leave them in like a rough spot. They're gonna be like stuck in downstat jail for a hot minute. But you know, able to get to this cleaner patch of garbage, finding a combo here. You know, it's not lights out yet. It certainly isn't. Especially since we're not even in phase 3 yet. They can build back up that zone meter, going into this third phase, which we have just entered right now.
I'm loving the frantically survivalistic style from Uyeshota right now.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, playing defense
imagine being able to play this good, like back in I don't know, the 80s. People see you clear like style B like this, they're just like, what the hell? How do you deal with pieces you didn't put down yourself? It doesn't make any sense.
I don't know where we'd be if we had like this style of Tetris in the 80s.
That's like the picture where there's all the flying cars and stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that one that's like always on Twitter. But what's about to be on Twitter is probably a clip from this match. I just need to find a second for that.
Not the worst one I've ever heard.
Yeah,
yeah,
normally people say I'm pretty good at those, you know, I just come up with stuff. But Kazu coming up with this TST tower into the C-spin. Uyeshota coming up with this 4 wide over here as well. A great defensive measure right here, building up that zone meter, making sure that, oh my god, catching Kazu off guard. A little bit too greedy up there, that 4 wide damage coming through, netting a third win for Uyeshota in the set.
Dude, look at that zone attack for a minute. That is so wild. 293.2 and you still lose? Well, I know it's zone attack, so it's not exactly the fairest thing, but still.
Crazy stuff coming in from Uyeshota right here. Nearly tying up this set in this first to 7. What even is this, dude? People would have probably not thought that this would happen. They probably would have not thought that, you know, Uyeshota would grab this much against Kazu at this point.
Especially in like this format, that it's like kind of insane to see Uyeshota just like say, you know what, I'm tired. I'm tired of what it's currently like. Things need to change.
Yeah, Uyeshota.
I liked both players' zone clears there. You know, you had like the I block IRS for Kazu side. Very nice, very nice.
Wait, did Moose made an emote, I think, during the stream, and he just uploaded it? Is this true? Production, did you just make this? Okay, I did get where he made this live during the stream, just like Uyeshota is making the zone attack during the stream.
Holy crap, dude, the IRS is awesome! I mean, you know, within the confines of Tetris gameplay mechanics, some people have an issue with the way tax collectors operate.
Yeah, but, oh, I think Kazu might have messed up the IRS there on that zone, but correct me if I am wrong. And we have another 4 wide from Uyeshota for this great survival coming in yet again.
Messing up the IRS, what is this? Everywhere, everything, all at once? Okay, keep going.
Yeah, there's so much going on here, but yeah, Uyeshota, no need to 4 wide right now for them. Gonna downstack normally through this garbage here, but Kazu's getting back on the zone attack. I think they might have fired off an early one, and using that zone meter on Uyeshota's side to work through some misdrops. Both players are kind of in a rough state.
That well. I guess able to access the well. Yeah, this is interesting seeing both players kind of like in contention for a really quick top out if like they're just not on top of it at all points. On top of their play, not on top of the stack, which is top.
Yeah.
Man, just to clean up that little zone exit.
Yeah, that was a good forecast right there from Uyeshota. It looked a little bit rough to use later in the queue, but they managed to close it out. But Kazu here with the zone attack. Uyeshota only has a quarter meter. They know that they gotta start a down stack.
This is going to hoit.
But yeah, I think they're confident with this hat zone. They got all the way down. Great quick down stack.
That piece couldn't have dropped like a second earlier, giving him access to the L's. That would have been really nice.
Oh yeah, but this combo that's coming out of Uyeshota's side's absolutely amazing. 10 down stack combo.
Yeah,
oh no!
Off and face the garbage. We're popping that zone. Can't find a piece to use for it. Why?
The misdrop at the worst time. That survival is looking great for Uyeshota. It's just looking like each round, if Uyeshota holds it out to like 4 or 5 minutes, like Kazu starts to kind of run out of gas here.
Ooh, all clear from Uyeshota's side. We got some misdrops from Kazu's side. Come on, twist the knife, twist the knife. Kazu has access to a pretty neat little side well, so.
And just in time with that Uyeshota misdrop.
Yeah.
Not a kill, man.
The actual meta of this game is to intentionally misdrop. That's a, you know.
Yeah, interesting idea. I kind of get it because you know you like force yourself to get into combo to cancel garbage, but like just
it's like in Dota 2 when you kill your own minions to deny opponents from getting gold from killing them. I don't play Dota 2, but that's just a thing I know.
The only thing I know about Dota 2 is that they have a thing in their community called DPC.
The only thing I know about Dota 2 is that it's not nearly as cool as Tetris. Get owned.
Damn, so true. Yeah, I think there's a tournament series or like a method of play called DPC in Dota, and I made like a meme about it on Twitter. I don't think it means
got popped out of the zone a little too early. Kazu has the world before him, and we're just gonna
It's just
see
like the promotional.
what that means. Oh, that's not terrible. I mean, we're in phase 3 now, so you know that junk's not coming in nice at all.
Yeah, and you know with Uyeshota, they're just able to find these great combos. Okay, TST tower at this point, dude, that's not even going.
Oh no! That was so goddamn risky. That's like
I know, like that was like the pinnacle of a high risk, high reward situation.
Kazu is sitting on a little grand final entry point right here with a little bit of a weird misdrop.
Oh no, Uyeshota, come on.
Oh, I was saying
recover early
Kazu
from
had a
this.
weird
Don't misdrop later, my man. Oh, that's so rough.
A bunch of weird misdrops.
All right. I think they're getting back in the grip right now. All right, here we go.
Uyeshota is dropping pieces like a freaking maniac right now. Like, I have messed up and I get that. I need to come back.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah,
building up this like.
Oh man. It's like a.
Oh yeah, nice going into that combo right there. Almost one sequence into this.
Almost able to get to 60, but that's what, yeah, almost able to get to 20. It's okay.
There might have been rotation possible for that, but just excellent hold piece in that order.
I go for the back-to-back Tetris. Okay, I see it.
And yeah, Uyeshota looking pretty good in the back-to-back department right now, but gonna have the zone with some pressure coming in from Kazu's side.
Fortunately,
not gonna
he
be able
popped
to
the zone.
They do that.
When they had like a similar amount.
Zone perfect clear, 18 lines. But unfortunately, a lot of that zone was like there's like some skimming in there.
Well, plus it was only a half zone to be popped.
With the half zone, but 46 off of a half meter.
Yeah.
And into a little bit of a quickie forward there.
Yeah, a little bit.
They're gonna make it out of this.
Ooh, okay.
I'm really loving the survivalistic style from Uyeshota right now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like it's putting me on the edge of my seat, like actually.
I speak as a crowd member. But I'm also a commentator.
So true. But yeah, it looks like a Kaiden setup here on Kazu's side to lead into a very quick zone. Just comboing through that, and Uyeshota gonna have to use theirs to downstack. Full bar of garbage here for Uyeshota. How are they going to survive this? Taking some delayed clears.
Freaking Uyeshota, that's how they survive it.
So true. They're taking some delayed clears.
Oh,
not
my
enough.
God.
Barely not able to
like the
continue
perfect
these
spot
clears.
for me to like be like, wait, he died. No,
150 APM for Kazu in that last round. 7-3. Kazu versus Uyeshota, and that's going to put Uyeshota into those losers finals. Kazu securing the spot in grands, and a winner of the next match will be facing Uyeshota.